When it comes to this work supporting youth, there's been a lot of process that had gone into it from the beginning of Youth Action Council's creation to now. And I think in this current time, we feel, as a county, we feel more ready than we ever have to pursue this funding and to acquire this funding. I believe that the engagement we've had through the YAB has been some of the most authentic work that I personally engaged in throughout the county. And I think that only says great things about the future and YAB's future.
The mission of Contra Costa County's Youth Action Board is to ensure that the voices of the young people with lived experience of homelessness are structurally included in the decision-making process in the county for issues that center or involve projects, programs, metrics, and processes in the youth homeless response system. We aim to represent the voice of the misrepresented and build a bridge among youth experiencing homelessness to county matters and be an avenue for authentic and tangible youth partnership. As we address issues relevant to our lives and communities.
In 2018, the Youth Action Council was an earlier version of the YAB. That took place at the County Transitional Housing Program called Pomona Apartments, which is part of the Contra Costa Youth Continuum Services. The YAB was created out of the framework in March 2024 to serve as the county's wide avenue for youth to lead as a unified voice for change in our county. Currently, we have 10 YAB members. The YAB has an open door policy, meaning anyone who lives, experiences, or have interest in preventing youth and young adult homelessness can join at any time. As of now, our YAB meets in different locations to coordinate the large sides of our county. We meet every Thursday from 4 to 6 p.m.
There are ways in which the YAB is included in decision-making and leadership opportunities in the current youth homeless response system, but there is always room to improve YAB's impact. The YAB is an official work group of the Continuum of Care Oversight Committee. In addition, one of our YAB members has a youth seat on the Council on Homelessness. These official positions allow the YAB to have direct power and voice to express our thoughts, ideas, and criticism. The county has also hosted trainings on autism and plans on collaborating with the YAB members to lead and facilitate future trainings on related topics.
Another significant challenge is providing YAB members with a livable wage. The YAB currently pays $25 per hour, which is basically $50 per meeting. But for people who would need to miss work to attend meetings, their losses would be much more than $50. Young people experiencing homelessness often have to devote most of their income to paying bills, housing costs, and other necessities. So losing this opportunity can be very challenging and limits the ability of some people to participate in the YAB. Higher pay would allow more people to participate in the YAB and more appropriately compensate us for the mental and emotional labor of leading this advocacy work. Additionally, mental health is a barrier to allowing young people to participate in the YAB. When people aren't feeling their best, it's hard to find the energy to get up and advocate for yourself and your peers. Getting mental health support is a hassle. It takes time and energy. We should facilitate better connections, access to mental health services, especially with competent, trauma-informed staff and peer counseling, to allow more young people to feel ready to give up their time, energy, and expertise to engage with the YAB. Lastly, a significant challenge is increasing awareness about the YAB, especially because our YAB is relatively new. We don't yet have resources and systems in place, social media accounts, presence in public events. To make sure that all young people in the county know about the YAB and how to get involved. Additionally, a lot of the current outreach in is conducted by adults, but young people are often better equipped to lead outreach to their peers about the YAB. Awareness is needed to ensure that our YAB is diverse, pulling people from all over the county and not just certain parts, with a range of experiences and knowledge.
Lastly, a significant challenge is increasing awareness about the Youth Action Board, especially because our Youth Action Board is relatively new. So we don't yet have the resources or systems in place like social media accounts, a social media presence, and presence in public events. Especially since youth today heavily relies on social media. And I think it would be a really good way to spread the message about our cause and what we're doing and just the whole Youth Action Board as a whole. Additionally, a lot of the current outreach is conducted by adults, but young people are often better equipped to lead outreach to their peers. Awareness is definitely needed to ensure that our YAB is diverse, pulling people in from all over the country with a range of experiences and knowledge.
At the same time, there are ways for the county to increase YAB's awareness and impact. To do so, we believe that the county should prioritize placing YAB members into paid positions of advising and taking action where we can devote more time to this work, to have more direct influence in the county's decision of various departments. We also hope to see the county provide the YAB more space and capacity to give our input on the county's plans as the YAB operating guidelines and role develops further.
Here's some interventions we need in our community. 1. Improving staffing with more trainings plus hiring staff with lived experience. 2. Building YYA drop-in centers that include peer-led services and renovating the older YYA focus shelters that are in our older buildings. 3. Developing skills, training such as taxes, personal finance, cooking, job interviewing / professional development, etc. 4. Expanding mental health services by hiring more mental health staff and placing directly in shelters. 5. Invest in more financial opportunities such as direct cash transfer and paying YYA to go to school or work. And last but not least, find ways for young people to be paid leaders.
Knowing that youth and young adults experiencing homelessness can access resources to find a stability and streamlined, efficiency way, and knowing that they feel empowered to use these resources.
Seeing the YAB grow throughout our county and have the resources to reach as many young people as possible, and having more young people invested in advocacy on behalf of our community.
Seeing as many youth and young adults move on from homelessness and find stability, housing stability, financial and social and emotional.
Seeing the plans and projects that the YAB recommends come to life for young people in our county.
We, the Contra Costa YAB, support our community's YAGP application.